The Bridges at Toko-Ri was a 1954 war movie set during the Korean War, and it stars William Holden and Grace Kelly. And I'll just say at the beginning, I really like the chemistry between both of these actors. I think they do a great job in this film, and it's a very good pairing as far as the casting goes. The film also features Fredric March, Mickey Rooney, and Robert Strauss. It was directed by Mark Robson. So the story is that William Holden is a lieutenant. He's brought back into the active service. So he's a little bit older in this film. And he is brought back in. He is a fighter pilot. It's like a fighter bomber. And he's brought into service to fight in the Korean War. And the film opens up and he's basically in a plane crash into the ocean right next to a big aircraft carrier. So that's our introduction to the character. It's like, hey, it's William Holden. He just crashed into the ocean. And he's rescued by this helicopter rescue pilot played by Mickey Rooney. You know, I like Mickey Rooney. He's fine, but he seemed a little out of place in this film. But, okay, I won't really get into that too much. So the film is based on a book by James Michener, and it's basically kind of slow and plodding to start. There's a lot of stock footage and also cinema magic to make it look like we're on board this Navy vessel. And I don't know, I'm kind of divided on it. I mean, there's a lot of it I liked, but it also felt like the film would kind of drag a little bit from time to time in the initial first half. Now, once we get into the latter half of the film and they actually go off to the big final attack of the Bridges, and I won't go much beyond that with spoilers, the film does seem to pick up. So I did like that part of the film. So, yeah, he's rescued from the ocean by Mickey Rooney, and he's back on this airport carrier, and eventually the carrier docks in Japan, and we get kind of into this 3-day shore leave thing where Holden is reunited with his wife Grace Kelly and 2 kids. And like I said at the opening, I think they had a very nice romantic pairing with the 2 of them. Grace Kelly always looks wonderful in everything. She's just a very graceful actress, but she's great in this movie. They're reunited, but then William Holden's character gets sent off because he's a lieutenant to help get Mickey Rooney's character out of the brig. I guess he was in a fight with some other officers, so he has to help get him out of jail. And I guess the idea being that normally he would have passed the responsibility to somebody else, but because Mickey Rooney had earlier saved his life from the frigid ocean, he kind of owed him a favor. So he gets him out of jail. That was kind of a silly little comedic subplot going on with Mickey Rooney. You know, again, maybe he wasn't the best character for this, but so while William Holden is freeing Mickey Rooney from prison, Grace Kelly has a meal with the Admiral, and Admiral Tarrant, who basically details what's going to happen with the attack on Toko-Ri and how it's a very dangerous mission. So, of course, she's got a little apprehension that William Holden's going to be flying off on this mission for which he may not return. And then there's this weird, I don't know, it's like a scene where William Holden, Grace Kelly, and their kids go to this Japanese sauna where presumably they're hopping into this pool together, like naked. It's just weird. And then another like Japanese family shows up to take a big bath there as well, and they're all friendly, and it's just all around awkward and bizarre. But you know, that's there as well. That was kind of strange. Things do start to pick up though after that. William Holden says goodbye to his family and gets back on the boat, and they head off to their mission. And that's kind of, I think, like I said, the film really gets more exciting. Some of the footage of the aircraft heading over Korea really looks good. I thought it was impressive how they filmed a lot of this stuff, but it does sort of strike a balance between really awesome aerial footage and what is clearly sequences involving models that, okay, maybe aren't the most convincing. So take the good with the bad. It's still a great film. And William Holden is amazing in this, so is Grace Kelly. Some closing thoughts. Again, great couple. Mickey Rooney seems a little bit off here. It was cool seeing Robert Strauss. He was also in Stalag 17, and it's kind of neat to see him briefly doing the landing strip flag things that I'm sure there's a term for that I just don't know because I never served in the Navy or anything like that. But it's a good movie, and this is another film with William Holden blowing up a bridge. And it's good acting, it's some pretty good special effects, and it's worth checking out.